Hi everybody, it's Karen with Are You Prepared Mama? Have you ever been out and about where you're running errands and you run into a situation that you normally don't encounter? Maybe somebody falls and scrapes up their knee. Maybe you're out and you're at Hobby Lobby and you have a specific sized item that you need to fit in a drawer. Do you have what you need with you in order to measure that what you're looking for when you're out and about? Or there was a situation recently where my daughter let me use her car and I had to go put gas in her car because it was getting low. And I lifted the latch on the inside to open the door on the gas, and it wouldn't open. So I had to get something out in order to open the hinge on the gas door so that I could put gas in her car. How do you handle things like that when you're out and about if you haven't thought through it? Well, today on this video, we're going to talk about everyday carry, which is the answer to all of those questions. So when you're out and about and something happens, there are 3 levels of everyday carry that I teach that help you, 1, not be overburdened, because that's a big deal, 2, to have the things you need, or 3, to be able to get to them very, very quickly. So let's start talking about the first level of everyday carry, which is on your person. So one of the things that I always have on my person, which I can't show you at the moment because my daughter is using it to videotape me, is my phone. My phone has so many tools on it that I can use that are really helpful. Everything from a flashlight to a way to take notes, from a way to do my banking, all of that I have on my phone. But that's just a little part of everyday carry. One of the other things that I do is I have a key ring that I usually keep clipped either to my person or to my purse. And I have different things on that. Like I have mace. We were out one time at chess club and we had a young man run into the chess club holding up 2 knives, screaming he was going to kill everybody. The library doesn't allow us to carry, even if we have a concealed carry permit, it doesn't allow us to carry any firearms into the library. So as soon as that happened, I did not have anything that I could think of at the moment. I went out the next day and I got pepper spray. So pepper spray is one of the things that I always carry with me. So I have that. I have my keys for the various things. And then I generally have on my person a pocket knife, like right here. So those are the things that I carry on my person. And that's your first level or layer of everyday carry. For guys, that may include a wallet. For women, that might include maybe you put a comb in your pocket, other things like that, change in your pocket that you carry with you. But for me, these are the things that I use for everyday carry. But the next layer is I almost always have my purse with me. And I'm going to walk you through my purse, what's inside it, and how I use the things in my purse to help me if I am out and about. So the first thing, I have a pocket over here on my purse, and I keep some kind of bars with me when I'm out and about so I don't have to get a meal if I don't want to. So those are in the front of my purse at all times. And then inside my purse, I only keep two big things. So I keep a bag and I keep my wallet. My wallet has anything I need for financial stuff, and it has a pen in it. But I also keep a small cosmetic bag. I purchased this, and I will put a link below, from Amazon. They come in 5 or 6 different colors, and they're very helpful in distinguishing which one is which, and you'll understand that a little bit more when I go to the next part of everyday carry. So in here, I keep a nail kit, and one of the great things about this nail kit is it is comprehensive. So I have everything from clippers to scissors to tweezers to even pretty much little knives, and I have one that could even function as a saw if I needed to. But all of these are in here, and I ask myself, what are other uses that I can have for these items? Because that's one of the cool things about having everyday carry. Everything can oftentimes have multiple uses. I keep some powder on my person. I keep lotion. And yes, I know with lotions, they're not always great when you have a lot of the fragrances and things, but this is the one that fits well. I keep a mini sewing kit in this. And I have used it from time to time. It's got buttons and snaps and little scissors and pins and thread, all of that in here. And it's been really helpful for me to use. There have been times when I've had to sew on a button while I was out and about, or when I was in Omaha and I had to repair something. I have that with me at all times. I keep lip balm because my lips get really chapped, especially as we're going into the winter. Now, this was actually a gift from my friend. It is called Go Girl. And if you haven't heard of this, this allows women to urinate standing up, so they do not have to squat or sit if you are in a situation where you have to be on the go. That I keep in here as well. I have a comb. I have hair bands. I have a couple of different size hair clips if I ever needed them. And then I also have a pair of really sharp, really good scissors in here. And then the last couple of things I keep, and I keep it in a Ziploc baggie. I keep hand sanitizer because if I have to use the restroom and they don't have soap, I keep hand sanitizer in my bag. And then I also have an old pair of glasses. That way, in case my glasses break, I have these in there to help. And then down in the very bottom, I have an eyeglass repair kit and floss. So those are the things that I keep. All of those, believe it or not, all of those stay in my little bag. And that way I always have them on my person if I need them. And they work really well. I zip it up. It's not an issue. So that's how I handle part of what I have with me at all times. So the other things that I carry with me in my purse, I only carry in pockets. So there is nothing else in my purse that is freestanding and not contained in something. So because I'm a woman, that's where I keep my feminine supplies if I need them. I make sure that I've got several in my purse at all times. And I even keep an extra pair of undergarments in my purse in case I have feminine issues, as I put it. Then on the other side of my purse, I have an address book. And you might be asking why in the world I have an address book in my purse when I have my addresses on my phone. If anything were to ever happen and I needed to get to somebody's house and I had an address, it's something that I carry a map in my car as well. So I have that in here. Or if something would happen and all I have is a landline, if I have access to a landline, I can make a phone call without knowing the phone number of someone, having to memorize it because it's on my phone. This way, if there's ever an EMP or something like that, my phone battery dies, I can't get to it, whatever, I have addresses and phone numbers in this little book that I keep in a pocket on the side. I always keep 2 pens with me, and just a little tidbit, my 2 favorite colors of pens are light blue and purple. I love those a lot. And then I keep gum. That way I have something to either keep me awake, because peppermint gum will keep you awake or help keep you awake if you're tired. Or if my stomach's upset, peppermint gum will also help settle my stomach. So that is everything that I keep in my purse. Got the purse. I've got my one bag. I have my wallet. And that is everything that is in my purse that I carry with me on a regular basis. So we've walked through what I carry on my person. We've walked through what I carry in my purse. Now, I carry a backpack with me most places, but oftentimes I leave it in my vehicle because my backpack can get pretty heavy, even when I don't carry my computer in it. And I almost always have my computer in it if I am, if I know when I'm out and about, I'm going to my mom's house afterwards, or I know that I'm going to be coming and working someplace other than my home while I'm out and about that day. So this is my backpack, and I want to walk you through the different parts of my backpack. I have a pocket up here that I keep all of my electronics in. So in this pocket, I have an extra battery pack, I have a cable, and I have earbuds. So those are the 3 things that are always in here if I would need them. I also carry, if I'm going to be working, I have Bose noise canceling headphones. That helps me to work efficiently. But these earbuds, if I would need them, if I get to a coffee shop and somebody's somebody's calling me and I need to make a phone or answer a phone call, then I have those there in that pocket. But that's my electronics pocket. Then come to the next pocket of my backpack. This is where a lot of my prepper supplies are. And again, a good friend of mine helped me outfit a good number of these with stocking stuffers that she would give me. I have paracord cordage right here. I have a folding shovel right here. Obviously never had to use it. And I have a flint and steel right here. So I have those. Also in this pocket, I have a Leatherman multi-tool, which I really like. And it's nice knowing that it is there whenever I need it. I carry a flashlight right here next to it. I have a tactical pen, and if you don't know what that is, if you take a look at the end, it does a couple of things. When you, if someone were to come at you, this tip is hardened. It is going to hurt them very badly. You can also break glass if you needed to. So I keep a tactical pen in here, and it writes really well. I've actually gone through about 3 or 4 of them because I do use them. I have hand and foot warmers in here as well. And then, okay, Mom's survival kit. I have a Tide pen, Tide to go. So if I get a stain on me while I'm out, I have that in here. Then we move back to, I have Kleenexes, but then I will tell you, while I absolutely use a regular doctor, I also appreciate natural things. So I have a lot of different essential oils here in my backpack. I have Melrose, which is good for cuts and scrapes. I have peppermint, which is good for upset stomachs or headaches. I have geranium, which is great to stop bleeding. I have Raven, which is good for respiratory issues. I have M-Grain because I've been known to get migraines, and that has been really helpful. I also have Stress Away. There's no stress in my life at all. And then the last one I have is eucalyptus because, again, that helps. Like if someone's coughing, it will help open up their lungs. So those are the essential oils that I keep in this part of my backpack. And then back here, I keep several things. This looks like a cat, and I can't find them anymore. But my sister got this for me. You can put your fingers through here and you can hit somebody with it. So if I were somewhere and could get to my backpack, I have that option. I also have extra set of keys because I used to always lock my keys in the car. But this way, if my backpack was with me, that wasn't an issue. I also have a whistle because that way, actually I have 2, because that way if we got stuck somewhere, you can whistle and people will be able to hear you. And then down in this section, once again, I keep feminine products because I'm a woman and that happens. I have to take care of that every month. So that's the front part of my backpack. Now in the main part of my backpack, you're going to see something similar to what you saw before. First of all, I've got my power cord because I have 2. I keep leaving my power cord at home when I go, and I am on the go all the time to work. But then I have 1, 2, 3. I have 3 more packs that I keep in here, and each one is a different type of thing in the packs. So in this pack, I have food. I've got bars, I've got trail mix, I've got mints. Again, because peppermints will help an upset stomach. So I've got peppermints and I've got some Werthers. One of my daughters can get low blood sugar, and if we're ever out and about and she doesn't have her granola bars with me, I can give her mints or Werthers, and that'll help raise her blood sugar, and then we can give her something like the trail mix to help bring it up more long term. So that's what I keep in one of these. It's different types of food. And I also in there, I keep lemon powder and I keep stevia because I like lemon in my water. If I'm out and they don't have lemons to squeeze into my water, I really like the lemon. It keeps the water from upsetting my stomach. Now this one is my preparedness items, and I've got several different really cool things in here that I will link below. So this is called an arc lighter, and I have mentioned it in one of my articles. But what it is, you can start a flame. So this starts a flame in that little between those, and it's just an electrical charge, but it will start a flame there. And you can recharge these. So that is my arc lighter that I keep in my preparedness one. I also keep a really big heavy-duty flashlight. I won't turn it on. It will blind you, but that's the whole point. The other thing is it doesn't take batteries. Again, it has a port and it can be charged. So that does mean that on my calendar, on my phone, I will go in and put, don't forget to charge your different items in your in my backpack. So, but this has a couple of really cool nifty features. It's got a strobe light. It also has a red light. It has brightness that I can control, and it pretty much will blind you. It is that bright. So it's a great flashlight to have with me. I have a mirror. If I'm ever out, like this last year, we went to North Carolina for a trip for my husband's work. And if someone would get lost out, but they hear people, or if they see a plane above, you can use a mirror to signal. So I keep that. And because it's flat, it travels really, really well. I have a really nice magnifying glass in here as well. Fire starter. It's another way to start a fire because, as most preppers know, 3 is 2, 2 is 1, 1 is none. So I've got several different ways. I also have in here my waterproof matches and some lint to easily start fires with. Again, another way to start a fire because I want to make sure I have multiple ways. I have an old-fashioned lighter because I carry duct tape around it. And it's really helpful if you're out and you need to get 2 things to stick together. Duct tape does so well, and it's easily tearable. So I like the duct tape. I also have another flint and steel, and I have a headlamp in here. And this is my preparedness, my bag. So my bags, again, different colors for different things. Pink is for food, brown is for preparedness, and red is for first aid because I think of red with blood. So this is my first aid bag. And in my first aid bag, I keep lots of different types of things. I keep cough drops. And that came in really handy the last time I took a trip to Omaha. I was out there for a week, and you don't go out normally and buy cough drops when you're somewhere else if you can help it. And I had them with me, so it was really helpful. I keep Neosporin. I keep Wound Seal, which will seal just about any wound. I keep Benadryl spray because I have some kids and myself who react really strongly sometimes to bug bites. I have a bandana, which can be used as a tourniquet or a sling. I also have gloves. I have surgical gloves here in the middle of this. And then this is a type of compression bandage that's self-adhesive. So if, like, for example, one of my kids fell one time when we were on a long trip, and it was right on their elbow or their knee. And a Band-Aid doesn't stay on a place like that. So we wrapped compression bandage around it. It worked really well. I have lots of different sizes of Band-Aids. And I have medical tape. I have alcohol wipes. I have super glue, because super glue in a pinch, if I had to and had no other way, I could close up a wound with super glue. So that's what's in my medical bag that I keep in my bag. And then because I am who I am, I also have, this is a pill minder, but in here I keep different types of pills. So I've got gloves on the end. I have Advil PM, I have Benadryl, I have Tylenol, and I have aspirin in here. So anything, if we're out and about and somebody has a headache, I've had people come to me, Karen, do you have an aspirin? Or Karen, do you have Tylenol or Advil? And I've got them all in here. So I've got that. And then digging down in here, I have 2 more things that I'll show you. I have a small mini umbrella because that, you get caught in the rain from time to time. And then I have a travel survival kit. And I will, again, a lot of this is redundancy because I feel more comfortable knowing that I have my bases covered. But I will link down below. I have purchased this probably 6 or 7 times, and I've given it away to so many different people. This is a Mylar blanket. It will help reflect the heat if you're ever caught out where it's cold and you need to stay warm. Mylar blanket. This is a pocket chainsaw. There's the 2 loops on the end. You wrap it around a piece of wood, pull the loops back and forth. It will cut the wood for you very easily. I have a compass, another flint and steel, another tactical pen, another whistle, another pocket knife, another flashlight. This is it's a credit card tool, multi-tool, and it works as, it's got a little saw. You can use it as a flathead. There's a corner on it here that you can use it as a Phillips head. It's got the different types of wrench that you can use for certain things. So that is also in here. And then the last thing that is in there is a paracord bracelet. That way, if you're out and you need cordage, you've got the bracelet. So I know this is a lot, and I've unpacked it all for you. But what I want to remind you is there's 3 levels of everyday carry. You have on your person, and for me, that's very, very minimal. It's usually my phone, my knife, and then anything else that I'm carrying in my pocket. My watch is part of my everyday carry. So all of those are on my person. Then I have what's in my purse, and that goes with me almost everywhere. Yes, it's usually, it might be across the room from me, but it's usually within 5 or 6 steps. And then my backpack goes with me almost everywhere, even if I leave it in my vehicle, because sometimes, especially if I have my computer and I have my headphones and if I'm taking any food with me, all of that is in there. So I have it, but it makes it heavy. So it usually stays in my car unless I'm going into work at a place. But that is the answer. So when you are out and about and you find that you have a child who has a bloody nose, you have a way to handle it. And remember, you got this, Mama.